Don't leave any unanswered questions about your project. So, as I've said before, the key project questions need to be answered. Even if you can't see exactly where they might want them answered, they need to be answered. If there's anything about your project that it could be an unanswered question, that creates doubt in the assessor's mind. So I would recommend that you have somebody who doesn't know your project at all, maybe doesn't even know much about your business. Have them read the application when you're done and ask them to tell you if there's any areas they're unsure about. If there is anything that they go, I don't understand how you would do that or why you would do that. If there's any unanswered questions, and then make sure you plug that gap and you answer them. If you have a document that provides important project information, so you may have gone through the application form and attached everything where it says to attach it, but you're left over with a document that is a really key project information. It's got really key project information. Attach it somewhere. It doesn't matter if you attach this key project information that has nothing to do with a risk management plan, if you attach it at the risk management plan section, if you have to. It's more important that you attach it than it is that it's not actually a risk management matrix and that's where you've attached it. Now that is something that the Regional Development Commissions would agree on. They want the project information, okay? So you're not going to be penalised because instead of a risk management matrix, you've uploaded a project plan. If it's project information that you haven't been able to fit anywhere, you've got to attach it, okay? Attach it and give it to the assessors. There are plenty of places in the form where you can attach documents though. Local content. So I've talked about it before, but you need to make sure that you are very clear how you are going to engage your local suppliers, how you're going to preference them and give them the opportunity to be involved in the project. The intent of this grant is to develop the region, and that means they want as much of the money staying within the region as possible. So they want local suppliers to do all the work, if possible. It may not always be possible, but if possible, that's what they want. So you need to make sure you address that. The Smarty Grants, which is the online portal that the Regional Development Commissions use to host the application, that has hints below some of the questions, below a lot of the questions. Read those hints because they will help you to answer the question comprehensively. One more note is that if you're a trustee, you should contact your Regional Development Commission and speak to them because there may be different requirements for trusts than for some of the other entities. So have a chat to them. So there's some general comments about the RED grant assessment criteria and the application form. And I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If you have any questions, if you're not sure how to answer a question or what they're wanting from your answer to a particular question, call the Regional Development Commission, email them, contact them. They are more than willing to speak to you and to help you if you're not sure how to answer a question. The most important thing is that you are trying to get a quality application to them because, as I've said, it's merit-based. It's got to be the best application it can possibly be for you to get the funding. So if you're not sure, call the Regional Development Commission. So in summary, make sure that you have addressed all the key project questions that we've talked about. Why, what, when, how, cost and viability. So make sure that you have shown the assessor that your project will meet their aims. Now their aims are related to the grant objectives, the regional priorities and local content. So make sure you're giving them what they're paying for and that you have explained how you are going to do that. Have you proven that the project will succeed and that the funds that are given to you will be spent wisely? So have you shown that your organisation is capable, your people, your project manager, your governance, all of that is capable? Have you planned the project well? So if you have a clear project plan, you can show that you have got all of your approvals, or at least you know what they are and how long they're going to take. You've got all your stakeholders on board. You've got all of your evidence. If you've done all of that, you can show that you are capable of delivering this project because you're well organised, you've planned the project well. Have you evidenced all the claims that you have made? So throughout the grant application, you will have made a number of claims. You will have claimed that the project is needed. Have you evidenced that? You will have claimed that you're going to meet the objectives and you're going to deliver these outcomes. Have you evidenced that? You will have claimed that the project is going to cost a certain amount. Have you evidenced that with quotes? All of these things you are claiming support from the Shire, claiming support from the small producers or whoever it is that is needed to deliver the project. Have you evidenced those claims? Leverage funding, you've claimed that you've got a certain amount of funding to put into the project. Have you evidenced that? So evidence all of the claims that you've made. Have somebody review, as I said, have somebody review your application and make sure that there's no unanswered questions, and ask them to make sure that you have evidence all of the claims that you've made as well. So review the guidelines again one last time once you've written it. Go through them, make sure that there's nothing in there that you have done that you shouldn't have or haven't done. Get an independent set of eyes to review it. And if you need advice, contact your Regional Development Commission. They won't write the application for you, but they will certainly give you some guidance and answer any questions if you're not sure. So contact them. There are people out there that can help you as well, obviously. So remember that each Development Commission, again, has different forms, different funding amounts, different timeframes. So make sure that you know what your Regional Development Commission funding amount, form, etc. Make sure you know specific to your region. If you have any questions, contact them. They are more than willing to help you. I really hope that this has given you some guidance in how to write a quality RED grant application. I hope that you can form your project, solve your problem, maximise the opportunity and deliver some really amazing outcomes for our regions. So good luck, everybody. Thank you very much for your time.